All right, we are live. What's going on, everybody? You already know what it is. Nooner Nation podcast for Nooners by Nooners. I'm Bill, joined as always by Charlie. Uh,
Hello.
Jake's not here. Once again, he got called in to do a late night with Brazzers. I heard it was a
He hates us, is what it is.
do what?
So he just
Yeah,
hates
he
us. That's
hates
what it
us.
is.
Yeah, I feel like Charlie's kind of or Jake's the kind of guy who probably like can probably hate anybody at any point in time. So but yeah, no, yeah, Elijah. That's where Jake is working tonight. Not with Brazzers. That's the ongoing joke, but he's doing big things in the film industry that we can't talk about openly. But he's doing some really cool projects that once they all hit his IMDb page, it's gonna look pretty cool. So
Yeah, for sure.
so he will be missed. I think he's gonna be out next week as well. So yeah, yeah. So as always, like and subscribe on YouTube, rate and review on iTunes. Go to Spotify, leave a 5 star. Yeah, that's the housekeeping. I didn't get a chance to. I had to put my youngest down and then trust my 8-year-old to behave upstairs until my wife gets home in about 20 minutes. So,
Did you use propofol to put the one down?
oh no, I went Casey Anthony and just made some like
Like,
homemade
like
chloroform.
the
And just
vet?
I was like, hey
It
buddy,
is
smell
stupid
this
easy
rag.
to make cold form. I had no idea how easy that shit was.
Obviously, if Casey Anthony can make it, I feel like most people can. You know, I saw something actually recently about her, some headline. I didn't click it, but she is dating like a 50-year-old married guy or something like that now.
Something when he was like cheating on her.
I don't know. I might have to look this up because that's
That's what I saw. It's like, ooh, he's cheating on Casey Anthony. And like she moved for him to Tennessee or something like
right.
that. I think he might be divorced or getting divorced. I do think he cheated on his wife with her, and then she moved to Tennessee for him, and he's still cheating.
Casey Anthony dating married father of two. The infamous tot mom, Casey Anthony, is dating a dad of two, and she blew up his 20-year marriage to get him. 20 years. He's 48. Okay, so wow. Oof. Imagine like being like, oh, this chick's hot, got a dump truck. She looks kind of familiar. And then you like start like talking to her, buy her a couple drinks. Be like, oh, my name's Casey. And you're like, oh, yeah. Like,
I don't know how they met. If
oh.
he lived in Tennessee, I wonder if it was like an online thing. Granted, he could have sought her out, and he was like, "I have some things I need to take care of. Want to
El-
help me?"
Elijah, I thought that was funny too. Tot mom. She's not a mom, actually. Not anymore.
I know, mom.
So has been having an affair with a father of two since January. So not a whole lot of information on it. Oh, they met through the gym they both work out at in Central Florida. Yeah, that'll get you.
Oh, I see. I thought that she like moved to Tennessee for him or some shit like that.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that. They joined a group text with other gym members and soon began talking one on one. Scandalous.
Was it one of those gyms? One of those swinging CrossFit
Oh,
gyms?
yeah. So, has since Anthony has since uprooted her life in Florida and moved to Tennessee to be with her new beau.
Yeah. Okay. So I did read that.
Boyfriend has two sons who are both young adults. So, I'm sure they feel great about that one.
Super into that stepmommy stuff, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, there's an angle. She obviously has, questionable morals. So,
That ass can definitely get stuck in the dryer.
she's dumb enough to get stuck in a fucking dryer. She doesn't care if he's married or not. A pal of Anthony's tells the Post.
Oh, why the fuck would she care? She didn't even care about her own kid. there's not, I mean, do we really expect her to have any kind of morals at all?
Yeah. I mean, it's the New York Post, and it's a story about Casey Anthony, so like they're gonna do anything. But they posted a picture of him with his current wife and his two kids. Gross. But they blurred the kids' faces out. Like,
Okay.
she must do some weird shit. I'd be like, oh, Casey Anthony, like, never mind. I'm not going to be attached to you. You know,
It's okay. My kids are older. They can take care of themselves. I
he is an engineer for an aerospace company. Has been married for 22 years.
was about to say, you would have to have some kind of bank account for
Mm-hmm.
her to want to do that.
He and his wife moved from South Florida to Tennessee at the beginning of the year. So they were probably fucking before that. They
Oh
moved,
yeah,
and Casey Anthony's like, I'm moving with you.
I'm coming.
I mean, I wonder, like, does she work?
Oof.
Like, how does she make money?
Oh,
Or did she get any kind of settlement or anything? Or
I don't think so.
I wouldn't think so. Like, I don't think you get paid for being acquitted of something, do you? Somebody in
Well,
the
I know
chat, do they
you
know that?
can't
Like,
make money off of like Jordan Belfort can't make money off of the Wolf of Wall Street because but
right,
he actually went to prison for
right. He was
that.
found guilty. She was found not guilty. So I wonder, like, the documentaries and everything, if like they have to pay her for that.
Yeah, I don't think that
Elijah
would
says
be enough.
OnlyFans. Is she on OnlyFans? Huh.
Maybe. I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah.
She does cameos.
Hi, I'm Casey Anthony. I did get that Ross one from what's it?
Tanya
Tanya
Harding.
Harding. Yeah,
That was hilarious.
that was a good one. She's fucking. That was when I sent that out and got it back. I first time I watched it, I was like, man, this bitch has got some crazy Britney Spears vibes. You know, just in her living room, like, hey Ross, hey.
What do you expect?
His truck is reportedly been spotted parked next to her Mini Cooper on multiple occasions.
Mini Cooper.
I know. Well, she's not making that much money.
No.
A family friend told the Post that Rhodes, who's the boyfriend, has said Anthony has an intoxicating aura and that he's very attracted to her.
Like chloroform intoxicating?
Yeah.
We'll check out.
Wow. Now here's something that I guess it does make sense, but it doesn't seem that way. It's been more than 15 years since Anthony first entered public consciousness. It was 15 years ago?
Yeah, I believe it.
Wow. I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know. I don't know about you, but like we were talking about this at my full time job the other day. Is like since like the COVID lockdowns, it seems like time has
It's
moved in a
weird.
very strange way.
It's not right at all. Like just thinking that 2018 was 6 years ago and
Mm-hmm.
like 2012 to 2018 was like just insane. Like, that actually took a long time. And like now it's just like, what the fuck? What in the fuck? Like everything in 2020 was moving so fast. And I thought it was because all the craziness going on. But like 2023, 2024, it's just like it just keeps ramping up and
I
getting
know.
faster. It's like, what the fuck is happening? Is this because we're getting older? Is this what all the old people are telling us about? We just thought they were full of shit.
Yeah,
Are
I don't
we
know.
just experiencing this now?
Yeah, I don't know. Like if somebody was to ask me like when was the Casey Anthony trial, I'd be like, oh, probably like 7 or 8 years ago, not
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
Elijah in the chat says it was May of
2011.
2011. Okay. And Womb Raider says she's a private investigator. Ironic.
Well, Elijah said that according to the internet, she works as a legal assistant and does accounting work.
Oh. Eesh.
So I can see that.
Again, I know she was acquitted, but imagine like her resume coming across your desk when you're hiring. You're like,
Well, he did say she's still friends with some of her defense team, so it could be something like
could
that.
be.
She might have, she might get some help from friends to
Right.
get into places.
Maybe.
And who knows, she might use a different name.
Mm, I certainly would.
Yeah, no shit, right?
I mean, too bad OJ was a little too famous to change his name, you know?
Well, he didn't need to. He had that football money
That's all he had because his
and
ex.
that sweet, sweet naked gun money.
No, the Goldmans got all that.
Oh, yeah,
He owed
huh?
them like so much money after the civil suit that the only thing he was able to retain was his football pension,
Yeah,
which
I
I'm sure
forgot.
was like pretty decent by most standards. But I can't imagine he's getting like, 2 mil a year from the NFL.
Who knows? Who fucking knows with that? I guess that's why I got so pissed about his memorabilia.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I heard like after he died, like his estate was pretty much just like, oh yeah, he's broke.
Yeah. But I mean, that's also even if you don't kill your ex wife,
Yeah.
that's what happens to a lot of people because, you try to keep up with that lifestyle and that
Mm-hmm.
shit. That bank account gets drained real fucking quick.
Real fast. Really fast. OJ was getting Davey says OJ was getting 25K a month from his NFL pension. So like what is that? That's a couple hundred.
I mean, that's decent for sure. But
So 300 a year. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you didn't ever see him like, for one, I doubt he could like go out and, I mean, I'm sure he did, but you didn't see him like at clubs or like doing crazy shit all the time. He just got on Twitter.
you never know. Like he might have done, I bet he did some appearances and got some money there. He did those fucking cameo. Did he do cameos
I
too?
don't know if he did.
Or was it just
No,
Twitter?
I don't think so because he would have made a shit ton of money off of that and then got
Ooh.
pissed when he realized why everybody had him doing cameos.
That's true.
I would have got
That's
Ross one. It'd be like, can you tell him that he's really killing it in the podcast world?
he probably would have done it. Let's be honest.
Maybe.
He would have fucking done it.
Yeah, Elijah. I know he did golf a lot, which I mean, yeah. When you're spending all that time on the golf course, you're not spending money doing dumb shit, I guess. But he was a great Twitter follow. He's like one of the few people I ever followed on Twitter. So, hello, Twitter world. It's yours truly.
So there's that too, because don't you make money from that kind of stuff still?
I have no idea.
Followers
I
and stuff
still
like
don't
that?
know how Twitter or X or whatever it is works. The only time I ever get on it is if there's a link to something I want to see on it that I find somewhere else.
Yeah.
Or someone's like, oh, you got to check out this girl's fucking Twitter. And I'm like, okay. You know. Other than
I've
that,
never heard that.
I get on Twitter. Like, if I was to open up Twitter right now, I'd be like, I don't even know how this works.
I've never understood it. Like I
No.
got it years ago when I first got Instagram, and I was like, "How the fuck are you supposed to use this shit?
Yeah,
Like
that
it
was
is
me.
not very user friendly."
That was me. I got it like kind of when it first got hot, and it's like all these celebrities like Justin Bieber, like, oh, just brushing my teeth, getting ready for the day. And I'm like,
Yeah.
so what is Twitter? And I got on there, I was like, so you just like type shit all day onto this thing? Like, no thanks.
Yeah. That's why I liked Instagram. Like I
Yeah.
like the pictures and stuff like that. And then of course it just all evolved.
Mm-hmm.
But I absolutely refuse to get TikTok though. I will not.
I have
No.
since deleted TikTok. I deleted Snapchat. I never did Threads,
Fuck, this is all so fucking stupid.
but I get mad sometimes because I'll see something like on Instagram, and I'll go like, "Oh, what's that?" And I'll click on it, and it'll be like, "Oh, download Threads." I'm like, "Oh, never mind, not that interesting."
Yeah, I kept getting notifications like, "Ooh, so and so wants you to watch." It's like, no, I'm not gonna fucking do it. Facebook, it's not gonna fucking happen. Facebook, stop trying to make it happen.
Oh yeah, I get shit on Instagram all the time for like people I follow that have like big followings want me to like join some group discussion or
Mm-hmm.
something on. I was like, no, this is not why I have Instagram.
Yeah. However, I on Facebook I will do that. Like I'll look at old Victorian houses, and then
Oh,
I'm
that's
like, these
probably the
look.
only thing I do on Facebook anymore is Marketplace and then like the groups that I'm in on Facebook. But like
Yeah,
I don't need
and
to
it's
be
like
in a
too.
I don't need to be in a Instagram group chat with the other, 110,000 people following this person,
No, but I am on Victorian Facebook groups.
Hmm,
It's
I can
'cause
see
I
that.
like seeing it, and people talk about the restoration, and I'm like, ooh, how do you do this?
Yeah, you know what that is?
That's what my fucking Facebook is now.
That's called being an adult. Just wait, you'll be watching HGTV all the time. Being like,
No, I just like the Victorian houses.
there's no way they did that reno for $100,000. You know,
Mm, yeah, stuff like that,
that's
dude. Yeah,
that's what I
fucking
watch.
how that shit is stupid expensive. We renovated my mom's house, and God,
Yeah, it's pricey.
prices. I mean, yeah, I mean, of course, like comparing to the '90s where things were a lot different, but it's like, oh, you want to build on one room, just a room, just one room. It's gonna be almost the exact same price as what you paid for the house.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
Trust me. Why do you think I'm
So cute.
finishing my own basement?
Yeah.
So
Shoot, man, we got Mennonites to do this shit, and it still was that expensive.
yeah, well, was in Texas are Mennonites cheaper labor than the Mexicans? Because that's who I pay to do the drywall.
I mean, yeah, they did the drywall, but the Mennonites did like the woodwork, and then they hired Mexicans to do the drywall.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, because after I sliced my thumb off trying to do my own drywall, I was like, fuck it, I'm hiring the Mexicans.
Yeah,
They did a
they did
good.
leave trash and shit along the house. That wasn't cool.
Oh, these guys were great. They picked up all their stuff. They didn't speak a lick of English, which made things complicated at
They
points.
claim they didn't, and I'm like, you're fucking lying. You can definitely speak English, you just
Yeah,
don't want to. But when I mean trash, I don't mean like materials. I mean like
yeah,
fucking
trash.
Allsup's bags and like their lunch and shit
Yeah, no,
and like all of their cigarette butts, and it's just like, okay, guys, really,
no, yeah,
really,
these guys were awesome. So it was just two of them, and yeah, like every day they would just leave with like a trash bag with all their trash, and like they would sweep up everything, and so
yeah. But
the
that's, if you don't have a good lead that's
mm,
on them of like,
mm,
hey, we're not gonna fucking do this, then
yeah.
why the fuck would they care?
So yeah, the last day they were here finishing up stuff, I like came down with a like 6 pack of beer and a pizza for them. So yeah, yeah.
These guys, yeah, they did not work late, so it's like they would have gotten that at lunch.
Oh yeah, these guys were here like they wanted it all done in a weekend. So they were here at like 7 a.m. Saturday and stayed I think until like 10 p.m. and then came in at like
Holy
7 a.m.
shit.
on Sunday and stayed until it was like 8 or 9 on Sunday finishing it up. So
Damn.
yeah, it's great. But anyways, let's get to the question of the week. And this week's one, okay, I never remember how I actually word it. Should probably like start looking into that. Come on. If you could live in any fictional world, which would it be? I mean, we live in a simulation already, so
But it's not fictional, it's reality.
any simulation besides this one, maybe. All right. Answer one. I forget the name of it, but the vampire movie where all of society is vampires. I just want to black out car windows. I just want the blacked out car windows that are screens. This is Jake. Thanks, Jake. It's supposed to be anonymous. I think that's that one. I can't remember. Is it? Fuck. It's got Ethan Hawke in it.
I have no idea. I've never heard of this before.
Oh shit! It's got.
Chat, do y'all have any idea of a
It's like on
fictional
the tip
world
of my. I know
before?
what movie he's talking about. It's got like Ethan Hawke and Willem
What the
Dafoe.
fuck do they eat then? How
Uh,
can you be a vampire without
they
humans?
they they
Live
they
humans.
hunt down humans. The last remaining ones, and they make like synthetic blood. Daybreakers.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I have never heard of that.
Ethan Hawke, Willem Dafoe, Sam Neill.
I can't look at Sam Neill the same after Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
And that one scene with Polly, I'm
Yeah.
like, nope, I can't look at Dr. Grant like this. No, no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no,
No.
no, no.
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 You're supposed to be fascinated by dinosaurs, not raping English women.
It was it was too real for me. It's like I don't like this. I don't like it.
Yeah, he was pretty creepy in Peaky Blinders.
It's like he's like, you're doing this too well. Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop being so good.
Yeah.
Everyone in the
Yeah.
show, stop
Yeah.
being so good. It's making me uncomfortable.
You're doing this like you've done it before. Stop it, Sam Neill. But yeah,
so good.
Daybreakers. I'll say it's entertaining.
Is it a movie or a TV show?
It's a movie.
Okay. I'm not gonna watch it, but it's good to know.
The Sims. So I control people's lives and have 100 baby mamas with no consequence. You know who sent that one?
I
The
don't
Sims.
know if you are right about that one,
Maybe
actually. That could have been a few people I know of
Yeah.
who said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of an inside joke. I won't get
Mm.
into it, but
I haven't played The Sims in forever, but yeah, I used to just be a complete fucking sociopath on The Sims.
I've never played it.
No? I'm like, oh, I'm going to build this super nice house, get my family in it, and then delete all the doors and set it on fire.
You just watch them.
Or have them go like swim in the pool and then delete the ladder out of the pool so they can't get out of the pool and they drown.
They have zero arm strength then, arm and back
Well, there's
strength.
only so long somebody can swim, you know?
I mean, how high were the walls? Like you can just
This would have been like, fuck, I don't know. I would have been maybe middle school 20 years ago or something like that. More than 20 years ago. I think The Sims 2 is the last one I played. When was that released? Like in, 2004. So yeah, 20 years ago. Either that or you would, you know, just have them have sex all the time. Sex.
This is completely off, but the only thing that I did that was it's not even close to Sims, but it's the only thing I can think of that I did. Habbo Hotel.
Oh, I
Did
don't know that one.
anyone does anyone remember or ever do that or hear about it?
No.
It was like a Sims chat room. You would make up like a little avatar and then you can just like go places in this hotel and chat with people. And then you could go to like a room and have virtual like cyber sex with them. And I remember my sister did it and I got very upset, but I was like literally in like the 6th grade and I was like, that's not what I use this for.
Huh. Interesting. I don't imagine that game exists anymore.
Yeah, it was it definitely no, I can't even barely remember what it looked like, but
It's like, yeah. Yeah, like virtual swingers hotel, but for adolescents.
well, it was like for it was it I think it was more of like an adult thing
Mm,
or like definitely not for 12-year-olds like I was doing.
mm. I don't know. Did you ever go into a? Probably not. It was definitely like a like 8th grade boy thing. When at least when I was in 8th grade, but like sex chat rooms, like adult chat rooms, where
I
you'd be,
remember
of course, being like 12 and a boy, like, oh, best bang for the buck. Let's pretend to be a lesbian in a lesbian chat room. Everybody in there was just a 12-year-old boy,
it reminds me of Out Cold with
Yeah.
the two guys on there
Yeah.
that are
You
pretending
ever
to be
been on one of
lesbian.
them lesbian chat rooms?
And they're like, "What? No." They go and
Yes.
do it.
Yeah. Yes, I have. Plenty of them.
Oh my gosh, when we just said Habbo came back this year. Holy shit! I will not be checking that out.
You should. Check it
No,
out and
no.
report back to us.
ASL is alive and well.
We'll do a live where you're just in this hotel whoring around.
No, I can't do shit like that. I am not good at it. Like it's for real. I can't. I've. I can't. I can't do shit like that.
Next one. Jurassic Park. Let me hunt them dinos.
Yeah, that would be. Speaking of Sam Neill,
Yeah, exactly. Links up in,
so you don't get raped by him.
Well, we don't know what Dr. Grant was into, in all honesty.
He's not the only predator on the island.
Because in the book, like he's like kind of the same age he is in the movie, but Dr. Sadler is I don't even know if in the book if she's even a doctor yet. Like she's his like 18-year-old student.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know she was that young.
She's
But
young.
I can't remember. Was it on here that we were talking about it? Like if they were dating or not?
I think we've talked about it before, but
Yeah.
in the book they were not. She was engaged to somebody else, and they like I can't remember what the age gap was, but like they mention like no, it's not like a sexual relationship because of the age gap and stuff. So
Yeah. I don't think they were even in the movie, but he just didn't want what's his face
hmm
going after her. So he was like,
yeah,
"Yeah, yeah,
I actually watched the movie pretty recently, and I think because we have talked about it before, I kind of like watched for that, and they don't ever like make it clear that they're together, but they don't make it clear that they're not either, kind
no."
of
But
thing.
I mean, they talk about kids, and so
Right?
you just
Yeah.
assume. But I mean, you can. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean that they are together. It just means that he doesn't like children. She was
hmm
like, "How can you not like kids?"
hmm
So it's like, "Oh my gosh, this is actually a lot more ambiguous."
I wonder if there's some like deleted scenes that would clarify that in the movie.
I wonder, Spielberg, you owe us some fucking
Yeah.
answers.
We want answers, Steve. Give us the answers. Next one. Futurama.
Oh, that's a good one.
I would totally go live in Futurama. I'd go see the whalers on the moon.
We're wireless.
Okay.
We carry a harpoon.
But there are no whales. So what is it?
So
So
we
we
tell tall
tall,
tales.
tall tales and sing our whaling tune. Yeah. You can tell we've watched a lot of Futurama.
I fucking love that movie. I mean, that show, that movie. They did do movies.
I saw a thing on YouTube this week, and it was like newly released trailer for Ryan Reynolds live action Futurama movie. I was like, what? It was a, was it fan made trailer? I was like, damn it.
Really? I
Yeah.
haven't watched the new
I haven't watched
seasons.
any of the new stuff. I
I watched
haven't.
the ones that came on Comedy Central, and they were okay.
Yeah, that was
But
a long time ago, wasn't it? Like Comedy
yeah,
Central did like like one season of it or something after it got canceled.
I think it was like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
It was still in the aughts, I believe,
Oh,
like
hmm.
08, 09.
I'd go party with Slurms McKenzie.
Let me wham wham wassle.
Yeah, I haven't set that up on my soundboard yet. So tired of partying. Make me an elf in Middle Earth.
Oh, bitch. Okay, speaking of, before I started getting ready for the podcast, I was watching the new Rings of Power.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the fuck these writers are thinking.
Yeah. I
But this
watched.
last one, if any of y'all have seen it, I'm sorry to cut you off, but this last one, like there was a scene, and if y'all have watched it, you will know. And if you do watch it, you will know what I'm talking about. I was literally screaming at the TV saying, "What the fuck?" Like, and like so far, I've been with it. I'm like, they don't have any rights. They can't really do a whole lot. So like, I'll bear with it. Oh my god.
I'll have to watch it now. I watched the. I like dragged myself through the first season, and I was like, God, this is like. I love Lord of the Rings, but fuck, this is so slow. Like, can we pick it up a bit?
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
like even that, that it's like whatever. But it looked great, so I'm like, okay, that's like
oh, the
whatever.
production's great.
It looks amazing. I mean, I think the acting is,
Oh yeah,
for what they have, like it's all like
yeah. The
whatever.
the writing is very you know.
But good lord, the writers, it's like, where the fuck did you get this shit? Like, oh,
Yeah.
but this one,
Yeah, I think I've watched the first two episodes of the new season, maybe. I've watched at least the first one, but even then, like, and I mean, I guess maybe I'm starting to like my kids are bleeding off on me. Like, I can't hold attention for that kind of like storytelling anymore. It's just like,
it's just,
oh, like
uh,
let's go. Like, come on.
I mean, well, compared to the movies, though, the movies are long as shit, but they do keep your attention
Oh yeah,
decently.
yeah.
But this, it's just, well, that, and it's just all over
Because
the
the movies are long,
place.
but they're paced well. Like this is just like it's
Yes.
not paced well. Where it's just like one episode will be just like an hour of people talking and
They needed to get the fucking Game of
and
Thrones
Tolkien
writers.
talk, and it's just like, oh my god, can we get to whatever exposition you're trying to create,
It,
and then maybe
yeah,
get
yeah.
something that's entertaining?
It's just,
Oh,
and just,
can you imagine like an R-rated Lord of the Rings, like a Game of
that would be
Thrones
fucking,
style Lord of the Rings?
well,
Just elf titties everywhere. Hobbit dong just flapping around.
oh, I don't think I would want to see that.
Hey, sometimes you see nudity you don't want to see, but it's there, you know? You won't look away. I promise you, you won't look away.
I don't know. I like the way
What
that
was it?
hot D.
Who was it? Amend or whatever? Getting up naked?
Yeah, I was like, oh God, no, I do not want to see
I am,
that.
I am super thin. So that scene gave me confidence. I was like, finally, somebody who doesn't look as skeletal-y as me walking through the house naked.
Well, no, it wasn't even that part. It's like literally he bent over, so you saw like butthole and balls. It's like, oh God, no, I don't want to see it like that. And then like his whole dick and balls and bush out. It's like, I don't want to. Like no one wants to see a naked man like that. Show naked women.
I
Show
know.
naked women bending over. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. A dude, no one wants to fucking see
Oh,
that.
I've said this on the show plenty of times
No one wants to
before.
see that.
Female nudity, everyone loves, right? Even women love female nudity. Men, for the most part, I feel, look best with their underwear on.
Yes, yes.
Like a random naked guy just looks silly.
Yes, exactly. And the character that played Eamon proved that. It's
Yeah,
just like,
like
ooh.
like for most guys, I'm sure. Like I know you've said like your grinder friends showing some hot like naked pictures, but even
Yeah, that's
still,
true.
even the dude taking the hot naked dick pic, if he was just naked walking around the house, you'd be like you just look weird. Like you just got shit dangling around everywhere. Like what are you doing? You know, you'd
I
rather
want to
him.
slap it.
You would rather him be in like some like tight Calvin Kleins or something. You know, where you can see what's going
Right.
on underneath there, but you don't actually see what's going on underneath there.
Right.
You know.
Like on the movie The Losers, like the angle of the dangle.
So I'm 34 and still waiting for my Hogwarts acceptance letter. I'm with you.
That's a good one.
I'm 36 and still waiting for that shit. That's my wife like gets on me all the time, but I hit her back because she watches like if there's nothing on and or she just wants something in the background, like while she's like online shopping or something. It's always The Office. I'll just throw on a Harry
Oh,
Potter. I'll just throw on a Harry Potter movie and enjoy
I
my day.
yeah, Harry Potter over The Office any day for me.
Oh,
I can't. I don't think I. If I never watch The Office again, I'll be perfectly fine.
I'm fine without it. Like even when she's watching it and like one of my like favorite episodes is on, I'm just like, no, I can't do it anymore.
Same, and like I love Parks and Rec, but it's like I don't think I'll ever go back and watch that show again because it just meh, meh,
Yeah,
meh, meh,
yeah. I'm
meh.
kind of I'm over it. Like let's
Yeah.
watch. That'll be the next reboot. Actually, I think aren't they like bringing it back? The
The
Office.
Office, I think they're doing a some kind of spin-off.
Ugh, why?
Something.
Like, no thanks.
The Office New Gen.
But I would
Like
totally go
Star
live in.
Trek.
I'd definitely go live in Harry Potter world. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Oh, what did you think of Fantastic Beasts?
I watched like the first half of it,
Okay.
and the funny thing is, I never watched the first one. Like I maybe seen like clips of it here and there.
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of watched most of the other two, which made me like not want to watch Fantastic Beasts because I didn't like them
Mm-hmm.
very much. Watch Fantastic Beasts. It's
Yeah.
fun. I liked it. I'm definitely gonna finish it. It's fun. You know.
I really enjoyed the first one a lot.
Yeah.
The other, I haven't seen the third one because they got rid of Johnny Depp, and it's
Yeah.
like you can go fuck yourself. Johnny Depp was perfect for that,
Oh yeah. Well,
and
you know.
you listen to some crazy bitch who fucking lost a court case. So
Yep.
fuck
Johnny Depp
you.
was going through some shit, literally, at that point. So yeah, no, I think I've watched most of the second one, and I kind of like airplane watched the third one. You know, but I was like, I can't really. Eh. So Highland, Texas, hometown of Beavis and Butthead.
I always like how they had like Hank Hill as an old
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Like Peggy died, Bobby's in fucking Austin,
yeah,
just living his weird
yeah.
life. And he's just a cranky old man that
Yeah.
lives by these two fucking
Always
idiots.
whacking it in my trailer. I tell you what. So.
But I never understood why they're still in high school, but they live by themselves.
Mm.
Do they not have parents?
I went to high school with a kid in his senior year. He lived by himself. Didn't work out well for him, but you know, I'm
Right. Yeah, exactly.
sure he's not alive anymore, or he's in jail.
My brother in law moved out his senior year, but he went into the Marines right after that. So,
No, this guy like senior year because he was older because he got like held back a year. So like our senior year, our junior year, the end of our junior year, he turned 18. And he like went and got an apartment with like another like 20-year-old kid that it was like right down the road from my house. And I was actually kind of friends with him. And I went over there one day and I was like, this ain't gonna work out well for you, man. But this is like his parents, because I'd known him for a long time, and I was actually really good friends with his sister, his younger sister. Like his parents were fucking loaded. He was just a fuck up, and like looking back at it now as an adult, it's like no, your parents weren't hard on you. You were just a fuck up, right? So he's like, fuck this, I'm moving out. I was like, yeah, okay, like
it's like, all right, have fun with that.
Netflix Twilight of the Gods because there's just a shit ton of animated threesomes. I'm gonna have to check. Let me check this.
I was about to say, I think I know what I'm gonna watch after this. Is oh well, maybe not. I don't know why I thought it was an anime, and I don't know
It
why
doesn't
I like
look.
that more.
I mean, it's kind of it's fairly anime-ish. Looking at the trailer right now. It almost kind of looks like if they made Game of Thrones anime.
Now that
Animated animated series
oh,
inspired
it
by
is a fucking anime. I don't. Netflix does have a lot. I was right.
animated series inspired by Norse mythology. The Twilights of the Gods refers events that led to the destruction of Midgard and Asgard and the
It's by
death.
fucking Zack Snyder.
Is it?
Yeah, Zack Snyder unleashes a bold and bloody version of Norse mythology in his adult animated series about a warrior
Huh.
with an axe to grind against the
I'm on
gods.
IMDb, and then under parental guide, sex and nudity, severe.
I didn't even know that. Severe.
Several animated scenes of bare breasts, some scenes of penises, several scenes of sex. That's all it says. Hold on, I'm gonna like to the
You know what? I'll have to
go to the
compare
go to private.
animated wiener to real wiener and see which is worse.
Go to private search real quick. Twilight of the Gods nudity. Why is it safe searching me? Come on now. You know what I'm here for. Yeah, I'll have to look it up later. Oh, here we go. This you didn't have to tell me, Womb Raider. There's a Reddit about it. So and it's just people talking about it. Come on. I'll have to check that out later. Um, all right. So thanks for that one. I've never heard of that show. Definitely on my radar now.
Right. I don't think I've ever even seen it like recommended to me.
I've never heard of it. The Pornhub universe.
Isn't that reality? The
I
POVs
mean,
are,
is
yes.
porn real?
The POVs.
Hmm. I feel
It's
like you're
not
gonna.
all
I
production.
feel like if you lived in Pornhub, it'd be dope for about 6 hours. And the next thing is like, oh great, now you're going into like you're gonna have a threesome with this chick and a tranny. You're like, damn it.
Right. How much can you control it?
Yeah, yeah. Like, are you control the search, or are you just living Pornhub videos for the rest of your life? Because you're gonna go to some real dark places, my friend. Real
Is
dark. I've seen
that
them.
a race joke?
Do what?
Is
I
that a
mean,
race joke?
not intentionally, but sure.
You like that BBC? It's like, no, no, that's not what I meant.
All right. Ooh, interesting. I didn't think about this one. Nightmare Before Christmas.
I would just live on that fucking. It's not even a hill. What is that
Yeah, the
thing?
little twirly thing from the famous shot. You're
I love
already
that so much.
you're
I
already
love
dead,
that
so you
shit.
can't just sit there till you die. You can just sit there until you.
Well, technically, I guess everyone there is already kind of dead.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I was gonna say you could sit there till you die, but you're already
I
dead, so
just,
you just sit there for all of eternity.
that's my hill. That's mine.
It's my hill. Go find your
Go
own
and get
hill.
it. It's mine.
Oh, another good one. I'm into this one. Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Holy balls. People have fucking killed it for this question, dude. Every single
Dude,
fucking one of them has been
I would live
fantastic.
in a Toontown adjacent LA any day of the week. That'd be fucking awesome.
That is a really fucking good one.
That's good. Would you want to be animated or real though? Which side of the fence would you want to be on?
Now we're getting to like a cool world thing.
I've never seen that movie.
Dude, I watched it once and it was interesting. Because I always remember watching like the commercials or the trailers for it in for different movies, but
Isn't
never
like
had the
Brad
opportunity to
Pitt in
watch
that
it.
or something?
Do
Yeah.
what?
Isn't Brad Pitt in that?
Yes. Yes, he is.
Moderate sex and nudity. Okay.
But well, I mean, if you're animated, it's not like you can't die.
Well, unless you get put in the dip.
Yeah, but that was just like recently created,
Hmm.
sort of thing.
That's a good.
So at least there's that.
That's a good answer. Kudos whoever sent that one in.
Seriously, that is a really good one.
Fucking dope.
I wouldn't have thought about that. All I could think of was Fifth Element
Fifth
in that
Element.
feature.
Yeah. Blade Runner.
I've never seen Blade Runner.
It's
I've
been a
seen
long time
clips,
since I've seen
but
it. So you just want to live in like a very futuristic Earth, I think. It's been a long time
there
since
are
I've seen Blade Runner.
robot prostitutes.
I think so. Or maybe there's not. I don't know.
I think that's what Daryl Hannah's character is. I think she's a prosty that's not real.
Yeah, but I think like yeah, I can't remember that movie enough to comment on fucking Blade Runner world. I mean, it looks cool, you know.
Oh yeah.
Very I feel like Daft Punk's just playing everywhere at all times, you know. I figured this one was coming. Star Wars universe. I'm a big Star
I'm
Wars.
torn on that one.
I'm a big Star Wars guy, but unless you're like a Jedi,
Like if
like
you lived on like what is it, Naboo, where what's her face Padme's from? Like okay, maybe, but if you live on Tatooine, like no,
yeah,
please
your life
no,
kind of
no.
sucks, you know.
It depends on where you're at
Yeah.
in that universe.
Where you are and who you are, you know.
Yeah.
Am I like rich and like have force powers and get to do dope shit? Like okay, cool, you know.
Right? Or am I a Jedi and I have like all these fucking rules and I can't fuck and I can't like love anyone?
Hmm.
That doesn't sound very great.
They were all
But you get
loving
a
people.
lightsaber.
Yeah, I mean,
You can't fuck that lightsaber, so it's just kind of like.
I mean, you make one like a fleshlight at the end of it. There's no rules against masturbation in the Jedi Order. You just can't have emotional attachments. So, because I've never looked into that before. Grand Theft Auto.
Ooh, that's another. I'm just gonna say it again. Y'all fucking nailed it. Be able to ride around, get a hooker, and then immediately kill her. Granted, you can do that in this world too,
Just
but
kick the shit out of her
it's
to get your
way
20
easier
bucks.
to run from the cops,
Yeah,
and they just fucking
yeah,
forget
yeah.
eventually.
You can commit murder on a prostitute to get your $20 back.
Well, not just that, all the other money she's collected from all
Yeah,
the other Joes.
yeah.
So it's just kind of like,
You know,
this is amazing.
traffic laws don't exist, or they exist for everybody else except you. You know.
Pretty, yeah, right. And once again, all you have to do is outrun the cops for a while, then they're just like, all right, fine,
Mm-hmm.
you win.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get you next time, maybe.
Ah, wish we had seen your face.
Right. Ah,
Game of Thrones. Again, where and who are you?
yep, yep.
Because
Like if you're a Targaryen, like back in the day when they were fucking dragons, yes,
yeah,
be
but
able to ride a dragon, that'd be fucking rad.
even still, I guess the one thing that show taught me is being royalty also kind of sucks.
I mean, well, yeah, that's always been. I
Yeah.
don't know where like this infatuation came from, like royalty. It's just like, no, 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 no. It's
Oh, if
not.
you're a woman born into royalty, congratulations, you're getting married to a stranger that you're
Yeah,
not gonna like very much.
yeah, and like even today's royals, it's just like, no, 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 no.
No.
Fuck all of that.
Yeah.
No.
So I mean, I'm trying to think like who made it out the best. Let's just talk about like the original Game of Thrones series. Like, who would you want to be in that show? Because they all kind of go through some shit.
Pretty much. I mean, if they're in the story, they're gonna
Yeah.
go through shit. It's not like anyone just kind of had like a easy way of it.
I mean, Sansa made it out without being, sexually
Olena,
assaulted. Who?
uh,
Who?
Olena, the old lady of the Tyrells.
Oh yeah, she poisoned herself, but she seemed like she had a pretty dope life up until then. And she was old,
Right.
So And
Like smart.
she got hers in the end too, though. Right before
Yeah.
she drank that poison. You know.
Yeah.
Jamie had a pretty dope life aside from fucking his sister. But I guess in those times, if that's what you're into, that's what you're into. And then he got his hand cut off, and then it kind of went downhill from there.
Right.
Uh,
Like I don't think there's any of them that I would like. I would want to be that
I want
one.
to be
No.
him. Maybe Ned because it ends quick. You don't have to live through all the bullshit. You're like, I had a pretty dope life. I guess I'm going out before all the real hard shit starts.
Ugh. Ugh.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, that's one where it's just kind of like, I don't know. But if you're talking about like, yeah, Blood and Fire, which is the book that my laptop is on right now,
Oh, are you reading it?
I was, and I'm like, oh, like I'm really bad at
Reading
finishing
reading
books. Like
Hot D the novel?
I start books, but I cannot
You gotta go
finish them.
audiobook. You gotta go audiobook though.
So my laptop is literally on Blood and Fire and the Silmarillion.
Oof. Silmarillion's a tough read.
They kind of both were.
Oh, trust me. I listened to all of the Game of Thrones books. I listened to them. And there's plenty of times where I'm like, fast forward, fast forward, fast forward, fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. It's like we're still talking about the same fucking fast forward, fast forward, fast
Right.
forward, fast forward.
Well, like it's on YouTube, like the audio books for them,
Yeah.
which is nice. So you don't even have to fucking pay for it. But even then, I don't know. I just lose interest.
No,
And
this
then
is
I'm
when I
like,
was
oh,
like
fuck.
driving a half hour each way or an hour and a half to work each way. And I go to the library and just get them and listen to them.
Okay,
I
that
plowed
yes,
through audiobooks.
yes, that makes a lot more sense.
So, all right, next one. The Witcher. Again, these medieval things, like, who are you and what are you doing? Because, like, if you're like, I mean, granted, if you're like if you're Geralt, like, yeah, sure, your life's kind of dope. You get to fight monsters and fuck that hot chick with purple eyes. But if you're like one of the peasants in the street, your life kind of sucks.
I mean, I guess if you get to choose, but like once again, like you're not really thinking about these times. Like, you don't have toilet paper, you don't have soap, you don't have hot water.
Yeah.
There's all these things that you do not have in these times where it's just kind of like, but I mean, I guess we're not really,
Ruben in the
getting it.
Ruben in the chat said he can see you on Game of Thrones riding a dragon, but dressed as Xena, warrior princess.
Yes.
That's your Halloween.
Yes.
I think that might be your Halloween costume for the year.
That's why I brought up Blood and Fire, because that's like Aegon the Conqueror. That's basically his sister wives. That's exactly who they both were.
Mm.
And so I'm like, yeah, like maybe being one of them wouldn't be so bad if you can, like, you're kind of help ruling, you do cool shit, you have a little bit more leeway. You're not, you don't have like all the politics and shit that you have to do and be.
Mm-hmm.
You can just be like, I'm a fucking badass and I can do what I want. I have a fucking massive fucking dragon. Vagar, motherfucker. Yeah, that's mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I don't know why, but the Wreck-It Ralph arcade world seems pretty rad.
That, yeah. Except just don't die. Because then
Or get
like
unplugged.
Real world shit right there, but that would be really fun.
Live in an arcade with video games, you can go do all that stuff.
Right?
Yeah. I don't think dying was a problem, right? Is that your video game got unplugged? Was the big issue?
No, like if you go into another game.
If you go into another game and die, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what sociopath wrote this one, but The Man in the High Castle.
I've never heard of that.
You never heard of that? I think it was an Amazon show. And it's essentially like, I don't know if it's dystopian, but it's essentially like what life in America would be if the Nazis won World War II.
I wonder who input that one.
So it's a good show, but oof, come on, man. Band of Brothers, that's not a fictional world. That shit happened. That shit happened, man. And
Like
I'm
you
pretty
just want to
sure
be in World War II. Like
I'm
that's
pretty
not
sure
fictional,
I'm pretty
baby.
sure if you showed one of those people from Band of Brothers Roger Rabbit and said, "Would you rather go back and do the shit you did or live in this world?" They'd be like, "Fuck the shit I did. I want to live in this world."
What about the Roger Rabbit universe? But they were also in World War II.
Oh god, you got like yeah,
You had fucking Dumbo coming down with his peanuts, but they were actually bullets.
bombs. Just
Now that, you know
you
what?
got the
Whoever said
cigar.
that, like, we
Yeah.
understand, but we're just gonna change. We're gonna change up what you had said, and we're gonna make it
You've got you've
instead.
got some GI on D-Day landing pushing the cigar smoking baby off a boat up the beach, and the cigar
That's
smoking
why
baby
he's so fucked up.
just cussing, firing a Tommy gun at Nazis, and all the Nazis are just weasels.
That's why fucking Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny were skydiving because they were part of the
Yeah,
airborne
yeah,
company.
they're part of the Band of Brothers. They're skydiving into France to liberate Europe,
Ah.
and and all the Nazis are just the weasels, the bad weasels.
I fucking can't with that.
I mean, to be fair, the judge, Christopher Lloyd's character, kind of dressed and acted like a
I was
Nazi.
just thinking he did fucking dress a little bit.
Like a, an SS interrogator. So, do you
Oh
hear
shit.
at the end of the show, they capture him. He's like, got the red eyes. Like, do you remember me when I killed all the Jews?
Oh my gosh. The Jews are just like the little shoes that get put in the dip.
Oh my god. And instead of gas coming out of the showers, it's just dip. Man, we just made Roger Rabbit really dark.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna have to clip that. That's a good clip. If Roger Rabbit took place during D-Day.
Holy balls, dude.
Dude,
Well, that would be like Saving Private Ryan.
Bob
Saving Private
Hoskins.
Roger.
Bob Hoskins is just firing guns full of Mexican bullets at people, you know?
Oh gosh, the Native American one with the
Hmm.
fucking tomahawk.
Yeah, he's a wind talker. Oh man, I'm gonna have to find somebody good at animation and just make this scene.
Did we just create something amazing?
And I mean, like, you got Jessica Rabbit would be doing like USO shows.
I was supposed to say that, or she would be a nurse, and that's how
Oh, and her and Roger.
her and Roger met. Yeah,
Yeah, Roger like takes some flack on his way down from parachuting.
right.
Who are
That's
some
why
other
he just wants
characters in
to
that?
make people laugh because he just has so much PTSD and
Ava
shit.
Ava Braun is that like fake Jessica Rabbit that's all fucking insane.
Oh
Oh
man!
man.
Betty Boop would definitely be a nurse too,
Betty Boop. Betty Boop's on the front lines handing out fucking bullets to people.
with her
Yeah.
fucking uh, what is that thing called? The thing that goes around her leg. Fuck, what is that
A
called?
garter?
Yes,
Yeah.
the fucking garter on.
Yeah, just pulling fucking M1 Grand clips out of her garter and handing them to people.
I love this so much. I'm not gonna lie. I am into
I'm into
this
this.
so hard.
Somebody find me an animator, please.
But seriously, the Nazis as the fucking weasels.
As the weasels.
That shit fucking got me, dude. That got me so bad. Oh shit.
Like, I'm not reading that one. It's the same fucking thing. That really happened. Schindler's List fucking happened.
Fuck.
God, Roots again. Not a right answer. One more. Hopefully it's not. Again, this actually happened. Like
What do you think fictional means, you fucks?
Black Hawk Down. We're not talking about moments in your life you would want to live, like moments in history you want to live through. This is fictional.
Right. Not real.
Unless somebody's claiming that World War II was fictional.
It's all fabricated.
Yeah. It's just all a lie, like the moon landing to generate the American war machine.
Oh my gosh.
I'm really into the Roger Rabbit during D-Day, or like the invasion of France, I guess.
Oh god.
If I can't find an animator, I might just write it.
Because I mean, like, to be fair, like, why would you not get the cartoons? They can't fucking die.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe that was, oh my gosh, World War One would have been the invention of dip for
Yeah.
the cartoons.
Oh man, I'm trying to think what other cartoons were in Roger Rabbit. I still
Like literally all the Looney Tunes, all the Disney characters up to that point.
Yeah.
Most like the popular ones.
So yeah. Bob Hoskins is like back in the command center smoking a big ass cigar, you know.
That's what. Yeah, that's actually where his drinking came from. Like him. Well, it would have been him and his brother.
Yeah.
Maybe they were on the. Like,
yeah,
they were behind the scenes. Like
yeah, they sent all those poor men in tunes to their death. They can't handle it.
Like that's they got their detective skills from doing shit in the war.
Yeah, hunting down Nazis after the war was over.
And then like the one they didn't get ended up being the judge.
Yeah, it all makes sense now. We got to make a. I'm gonna write this and send it to Ross. I bet he's got a good animator. Look, it's the Roger Rabbit, and the timelines kind of sync up. I think Roger Rabbit was like the 40s and 50s.
I think it was the
40s.
It was the 40s. Let me Google it real quick.
So yeah, let's get this movie made. Let's get the Roger
1947.
Rabbit right after the war.
2 years. Yeah.
2 years after it ended.
This works. I don't know who the fuck you were that said this. You created something beautiful from this, and
Daffy Duck's in the Pacific Theater, just like screaming Asian obscene, like
dude, Daffy and fucking Donald. Donald's the one that said like the slurs in that show. And,
take this, you dirty slamp.
Have you seen the old school Looney Tunes of Daffy or of Donald doing, or was it? No, it was Daffy and the Looney Tunes doing like Nazi shit.
Oh, I don't know, maybe.
They literally made stuff like that of him doing like the Nazi salute.
Walt Disney was a bit of a sympathizer, so you know.
I think they did. I think they did both actually, but it was just like a part of like the time where it's fucking nuts. But like, yeah, they did that shit.
Yeah, you got.
And it wasn't like sympathizing, but they were kind of making fun of them.
Yeah, you got like Donald Duck with a flamethrower, just like screaming Asian slurs as he's just like burning Asian weasels. We got the Asian
in the
weasels.
Fucking South Pacific too. Yeah. This can go far. This can go far. It was actually Dumbo that dropped the A-bomb.
No, I was thinking it was Goofy behind the yokes, just like, oh, here you go.
Oh my god,
dirty chinks, and just like drops it, you know.
Holy shit!
Oh man, we gotta get that movie made.
I don't think the Warner Brothers or Disney would sign off on that.
Well, we got to get the pitch put together a little bit more professionally, you know?
Think of it. Fucking Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, imagine.
But
Like, we all know Band of Brothers was incredible. Saving Private Ryan, incredible. Thin
but
Red
maybe
Line,
cartoon.
incredible. Now take those three and combine them with Roger Rabbit. We can't lose money on this, you know?
To be fair, like especially nowadays with like how shit movies are. I mean, come on.
Oh, man, yeah. That was good. All right, well, anyways, yeah, you guys came through, except at the end. Whoever put the other ones, like, those are all real
Real
events.
ones, you fucks. Do you not know what the word fictional means? I will shame you for this. You fucking idiots. Look up the fucking word fictional and learn it. And do better next time.
Yeah. Saving Private Rabbit, yeah.
Exactly.
So, all right. Anyways, that's been the Nooner Nation. That was a fun one. For Charlie, I'm Bill. Good night, everyone.